your own, or are they done on the directive of the parent? They're always on the directive of the parent. Then there is one very interesting aspect. He has also drawn attention to the plethora of trade pacts being concluded between various countries and blocs that excluded India. So there are trade agreements being entered into between countries which does not include India. Which are the major ones? Let's look at. Transatlantic Trade and Investment Partnership between EU and United States. Trans-Pacific Partnership between US, Canada, 10 countries of Asia-Pacific region, Australia, Brunei, Darussalam, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore and Vietnam. India is not a part. Now in simplistic term, what is going to happen when you look at these things? These countries and these countries will have tariff preferences exchanged between them. I export something to Germany from here. If Germany gives me a tariff preference, let's say 4.2% duty, but simultaneously Germany gives tariff preference to Vietnam, 0 duty, Vietnamese product would be cheaper to the importer in Germany by 4%. Without doing anything. It's a benefit passed on to the importer. Now if you are not part of this whole group, EU, how many countries? 27. United States, one big. Then you have the entire Asia Pacific region, all these countries put together. How many of these are our markets? Is EU your market? No. Product specific may not be, as a country. Yes. So let's say 20% of our exports is addressed to EU. 15% of our exports are addressed to US and Canada. 35. And another 10% is balanced countries. That means out of your total exports of $300 billion, 45% you are out of the trade pact. You're not likely to enjoy those benefits unless until you have a trade pact with them. The question is, any trade pact entered into between two countries is based on negotiations and strength and weaknesses of each other country. The people who want to come to India, for what purpose they want to come to India, that is another question that we need to ask, and we will ask that question. There is this whole trade challenge, which I would say is just a manifestation or a twist on the whole Make in India challenge, by which I broadly mean how we can be globally competitive. So the government which advocates Make in India, the chief economic advisor of the same government says, it's a big challenge. And what is that actual challenge? How we can be globally competitive. To me, this is the real question. FDI is not the real question. With FDI, am I going to be globally competitive? With FDI, if I am not going to be globally competitive, it has repercussions on my business.